This is in our case management platform, which is built on top of Orchard Core CMS, using the full CMS, not just the framework. So this is our front end, and this is a search page. So you can do the obvious search stuff, by query, but you can also filter by different fields and properties on fields, and that is all added by marking a field as indexable. So if I add this, now I will have a new filter for date of birth. I would say I have to index that, but or rebuild the index. But like I can specify, in this case, coat color, and it'll filter based on that. I can add as many filters as I want, whatever, and then remove them. We can also do sorting. We can sort by multiple different things, and whatever it does one by one. And then another feature is we have different layout types. So this is the normal summary view or display type. We also have what we call summary small, which is just the title and metadata. We use this a lot elsewhere, but we also included it here. But we also have something called a grid display type, and that looks something like this. And you can add different fields and whatnot that you want to display in the grid. You can rename them, rename your columns. You can remove them. And the reason why we allow you to rename the columns is for the export. So you can export all your search results, and it'll use, it exports to a CSV. So it'll use whatever you name the column as in your CSV. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to demo. Oh yeah, you can if you like configure a view the way you want it. So you add all your columns, you get it sorted, you get it filtered the way you want it. You can save that view demo, and you can choose who can see it. I'm an admin, so I can choose to make it available to everybody. But you can save it, and then you can go to your views, and you can recreate what you had already created just by going and selecting that option. There's also sharing your view. So you set up something and you want to share it with somebody else and just that person. You can click this button, it generates a URL for you, and you can copy and paste it or hit the copy button and send it to them, and they will get the same result that you get. And then, so this is, so these are a kind of type called search page. So I have all my search pages here, and these all have a bunch of options on them, like content types. I can select this and make my summary view work like the grid view, where it's just options, different fields that you add and stuff like that. See what else is there worth showing. We have preset filters. So if I wanted to force somebody when they hit this page to have a filter, I could do this. And then when somebody comes to that page, it'll already be filtered down to that, and they can now remove that filter. Yeah, I think that's basically it for a quick demo.
Thank you. Is that a module that you have available publicly or no?
It is not a module that is going to come out nicely from this, however much we'd like to. This whole grid piece, it's not using typical drivers. It's using what we call content value providers. And basically, It's very similar to a driver, but it just takes like a field or a part property, and you're stringifying it. You're talking about how to take that and make it a string. And we also have the opposite, which is content value setters, which takes a string and converts it to your object, your field value or your part property. So it's that's the piece that would have to come along with it. Yeah, but I was just demoing how we're using it. This is using Lucene. We have it written to use Elasticsearch, but there's a bug with Elasticsearch right now that there's an issue out. We gotta get it figured out. But
In
and then
Orchard or in Elasticsearch?
what's that?
In Orchard or in Elasticsearch?
In
The bug.
Orchard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something to do with indexing multiple things with the same key, I believe. Like if you had a content picker and you selected multiple options, you could only search for one of those options.
In Lucene, we just index again with the same field, and Lucene will add multiple values. Maybe Elasticsearch doesn't work the same.
Yeah, it works great with Lucene. It's just got to make it work with Elasticsearch.
I think it's useful if there's a way to make this publicly available, like a module where you can just have the sorting, the filters and the views. It's actually really useful.
But will it be useful on the front end or on the back end? But the concern I have with the front end part is it's so specific to each customer that you can't really reuse it, or you use it as is and you don't tell people like change anything, because that's how it behaves. There is no way to say you can't share this view or you can share this view, the button, the feature, or no, I don't want predefined filters, or I want predefined filters, or like, oh, this is a drop down and I don't want a drop down. No, when it's a front end, it has to be custom tailored, like for you. You made it for your needs.
Yes.
But reusing it on the front end might be hard. On the back end, we could say, no, that's a feature of Orchard. That's how you customize the thing, and that's how you search items, and you can create some pages. So for the back end, it could be useful also.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant for the back end, because our content page, it's kind of similar, but it's less restrict or more restricted. This is much more flexible. So
it's an extra way because it's using the indexes for that instead of just SQL queries. So it's more advanced. That's a great companion feature for the indexing feature. That's great.
Yeah. I could demo forever because like we're doing something I think pretty unique, because on the front end we can actually like edit stuff.
I don't want to see that. Go away.
Using like
again, that's very specific to your needs. That's not something I would like to see people share, because you need to design everything. The editor and everything.
What was that?
You need to design every single piece, like to create the code to make the editor work on the front end also for every single field or part or whatever. Yeah. Or it has to be custom, like, okay, we have a case, this is the editor for a case.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't have to be cases like this. Is just using normal content types, and it's essentially using the flow part to lay things out. It's our own custom version of the flow part, because that didn't work on the front end. But yeah.
Yeah, that's why we made it just for the admin, because if you put it on the front end, then you have to tell people that they have to rewrite the full editing experience for their front end. And so you did that for your front end. But if you have another website, you will have to do it, because.
Yeah, I'm not saying like this is something you put in Orchard Core. That's why it's it's out here.
Or you can put it as a module and people take it and don't change it. It's hard to do front end editing.
Making this view right here part of Orchard contents would be amazing for the backend.
The backend.
Yeah.
Question in terms of business, because Bethany was one of the first users of Orchard Core, right?
Yeah, we were using it during RC1 or before that, I think.
And so are you a SaaS, or is this just for one church or one company, Bethany?
This is a one company, but
Okay.
it's not one tenant because we have many different programs. So each program has their own tenant of CMP. And so it's highly customizable because each program has different requirements because we like go for grants and stuff from the government, and each grant has new requirements. And so we'll have different features to support each tenant's requirements, but also all the config that goes around that. So every little detail can be configured essentially. Like we generate invoices, for instance. Some need them as a Excel file, so we can do Excel files. Some need it as a PDF, so we can generate PDFs. Some you need to edit government documents, and so we can support all that. Yeah, so.
And it's fast.
Yeah, this is in Azure right now, so it's not just local.
Okay, well, that's great. Good. And what kind of front-end technology do you use?
We are using jQuery mostly. There's no front-end framework.
Okay, no, you are just HTML plus jQuery, nothing special.
Yeah, there's some Vue mixed in here just because Orchard Core itself uses Vue here and there, so we kind of have to like work with it for some of the field types and such.
Okay, looks super nice. Looks pro. It's more pro than Orchard.
Yeah, I mean this is we paid for this template, so.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, I mean this is a really old template too.
No, whatever. Yeah, we also use it.
I guess I didn't show this. Like we do have user preferences. So like if you preferred one layout type, like the grid view, you can just come in here and set it, or you wanted to show more items per page, you can do that. But yeah, that's one way we're using Orchard.
Good. Thank you. Thanks a lot for